And of course, that is a worry to everyone because you are talking of people who are 15 to 24 years. And these are people basically who are in high school and also in tertiary institutions.
Kenya AIDS Progress Report 2016 indicated 1,000 new HIV infections among the youth in 4 counties, namely Kakamega, Siaya, Taita Taveta and Kilifi counties. We set out to Taita Taveta and Kilifi County to find out and look at the face behind this data. Our journey takes us to Kilifi, a coastal county that has a population of about 1.11 million. Almost half of the population here is youthful.
What you can see right now, it's a very busy place. Nocturnal activities are so many, and you've even seen right now there are guest houses. This has just been put up along the roads. So with the truck, the vehicles and all that, truck drivers and all that, there are many activities that might be leading to new infections. And yes, we've been trying to put up the condom dispensers in strategic places, but we've not been able to cover the whole county.
There are about 6,000 adolescents and youths in Kilifi County who are HIV positive.
If we are to look at those whom we have been able to identify, it is slightly less than 3,000. That means we have a big number out there who are living with HIV, and yet they are yet to be identified, put on treatment, and eventually getting virally suppressed.
Adolescents and youths account for the 20% of about 1 million people living with HIV in Kenya. 23-year-old Mohamed Ali was born with the HIV virus. He lives in Mabirikani in Kilifi County with his maternal grandmother after his parents died of AIDS.
Ikafikia wakati mamangu akawa ni mgonjwa sana. Hapa na hapa ni mgonjwa, hapa na hapa ni mgonjwa. Tukabidi aletwe Kilifi kwa mama yake huyo. Akaja akatibiwa hapa hospitali, akajulikana yeye ndo mgonjwa. Kabla mimi sijapimwa. So nilikuwa hapo bado ni mdogo, sijakuwa naelewa vitu hivyo. Walivyomuona yeye ni mgonjwa akamwanzisha dawa, na mimi nikabidi nianzishwe dawa, but sikujua ni za nini.
Ali volunteers at the Youth Center in Kilifi Referral Hospital. His day-to-day activities involve counseling and helping young people living with the virus to have and maintain a positive outlook on life. His main challenge, however, has been advocating for condom use among those born with the virus.
Wako wanaokataa kutumia condom ni wale ambao nikokuambia kuwa wenyewe wanasema kuwa ni raha bila kinga. Ukiwa mgonjwa uko na hivi virusi na mwenzako ana virusi pia. Hujajua kama virusi vyako ni aina gani na yule naye vyake viko vipi. Labda vyake yuko kama second stage na vako ni first stage. So dawa zenu hazifanani, virusi vyenu havifanani, viko tofauti.
26-year-old Sidi, not her real name, was also born HIV positive 26 years ago.
I got to know my status when I came to the hospital. By that time, I was suffering from tuberculosis.
Sidi's main concern is the rising number of infections among the youth who trust blindly without checking their partner's HIV status.
Some will look at you and say you are healthy, so you can't be positive. I myself have sometimes encountered such situations where you tell someone, I'm positive, and they're like, you can't be positive. Why are you so healthy? Why are you beautiful?
Sidi, a teacher by profession, reckons that stigmatization remains one of the major challenges in the fight against HIV. Many adolescents opt to drop their antiretroviral therapy for fear of being seen to be on drugs by their peers. That mistake increases the viral load of an individual, which in turn increases the chances of spreading the virus to more unsuspecting youths.
Ilinipiga sana pigo ambalo nikapata ile stigma. Nikaacha dawa for 2 months. Nikabidi nirudi tena nifanywe ushauri wa kuregeshwa tena ili nijue natumia vipi tena dawa zangu vizuri bila kuacha.
Even as the fight against stigmatization continues, the rising HIV infections among the youth has started a debate on whether the prevention message is getting through the youngsters. Studies have shown that 62% of girls and 81% of boys aged 15 to 19 know where to get condoms, but only 45% and 58% respectively have comprehensive knowledge of HIV and AIDS.
Actually, the prevention message hasn't reached home. We know that in the older people we had messages for a very long time on the ABCs, on abstain, be faithful, and if not, use a condom. But that message kind of has fallen off.
In 2015, adolescents aged 10 to 19 and young people aged 15 to 24 collectively contributed to more than half of all new infections in Kilifi County.
Looking at what we had before, as we were transitioning from the national government to the county government, we had a vibrant working school health program, which used to be funded. But these are some of the programs which has actually declined with time because of investment.
We cross over to Taita Taveta County to find out from the young people whether they understand the HIV preventive message. There, we meet 27 years old Jennifer Njoli and her fellow peer educator, 24-year-old Benson Riga.
As for me, I'll say that they are getting the information, but maybe implementing the information ama work on that information is kind of difficult for them, because now they've been used to hear that in a certain traditional ama venye tumekuwa that condoms are not best for vijana, is a sin, vitu kama hizo. So those myths are still there.
The information is really out there. Everybody knows about that, but ignorance. Na hiyo kuwa siwezi kula peremende na karatasi sijui nini, hiyo ndio sasa inachangia pakubwa.
A research conducted by African Population and Health Research Center in 2017 showed that there was a demand for condoms among adolescents and young people. The findings started a nationwide debate. Majority of the opinion that the condom use and the safe sex topic was inappropriate for young people.
Basically, I think that a lot has been done to demystify the fear and actually to educate these people, and also they're given a leeway. You can make a decision. It's good to get the knowledge and then you make your own decision.
Behavioral factors like the age of sexual debut can determine vulnerability to HIV transmission. According to Kenya Demographic Health Survey 2014, it indicates that more than half of individuals in Taita Taveta and Kilifi reported having sex for the first time before the age of 15. Even the older generation still finds it difficult to talk to their children about sex.
Saa hii dunia tulio sasa si ya kushinda tukifichana. Ambia tu mtoto ukweli. Na unajua pia kuna familia, kuna itikadi fulani tuko nazo sisi wa Afrika. Siwezi ambia mtoto wangu wa kike kuhusu mambo ya kondom. Nitakapomweleza ni kama nitakuwa ninamtukana, ama mtoto wangu wa kiume siwezi mueleza utumiaji wa kondom. Nitakapomweleza nitakuwa ni kama mimi namkosea adabu, na mimi ni mamake mzazi, huyu mtoto atanichukuliaje?
In fact, you'll never mention condom before them. They'll never hear that. In fact, because out of abolished in that house, because it's not the values that they thought of having in that family. And
plus our parents and other religious leaders hawataki kuwa open on this subject. The more we keep hiding that to the young children, the more expose them, because akienda kusikia kwingine nje haiwezi kuja kukwambia, so atafanya in fear of, so inaendelea kuchangia kukua kwa hii maradhi.
Kenya joined the rest of the world in celebrating International Condom Day on 13th February. The theme was localized to Condomize, Usi Compromise, a theme aimed at emphasizing the importance of condom use as a preventive measure among young people.
And the young people said, this is the language we can understand, and this is how our other peer groups can understand.
Tradition and religious values have been pinpointed as the key reasons why the preventive message has not hit home for the young people.
When you look at the young people, their biggest concern right now in sexual encounters is pregnancy, first and foremost. So HIV and other STDs or other sexually transmitted diseases have fallen back.
Some of the spots check that we've done through our chemists that we have, at one given time, it showed that the uptake of the morning after pill was higher than even the condom. And that tells you that our youth were more concerned about preventing pregnancies more than even preventing themselves against STIs and including HIV.
Data shows that AIDS is the main cause of mortality among adolescents and youth in the country. As the sun sets in Taita Taveta, questions still linger on how to combat the HIV virus in an increasingly nonchalant youth group unaware of the slow death that lurks in the shadows. Eunice Omolo, NTV.